Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Grand rising, grand rising, grand rising. Couple minutes late today, but I'm trying to make the show better, so that's why I'm a couple minutes late. But let's get it right. Let's get right into it. This is the pre-show mantra. The show will start shortly. Mantra for today is: I deserve to be healthy. I deserve to be happy. I deserve to be rich. I deserve to be wealthy. I deserve to be free. The more you learn, the more you earn. Thereby, the more you earn, the more you learn. I'm a certified Wall Street trapper. I'm confident in my abilities to make great investments. The stock market is a machine, and I am more than capable of operating this machine. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Let's get this show started. Welcome to $1 Trillion Tickers, where we track the biggest companies in the world, break down pre-market levels, opening bell moves, and the news driving the market. I'm not a financial advisor. This show is for education and entertainment purposes only. With that said, let's get into it. Our first ticker for today is going to be NVIDIA, the most valuable company in the world. Let's check out the market cap of our $1 trillion companies. So let's see how we ended the day. The day yesterday was very red. So I'm going to just go through these right quick. NVIDIA, 4.2 trillion. Apple, 4 trillion. Google, 3.7 trillion. Microsoft, 3.5 trillion. Amazon, 2.3 trillion. Meta, 1.6 trillion. AVGO, 1.6 trillion. Tesla, 1.5 trillion. TSM, 1.4 trillion. And Berkshire.B, $1 trillion. That's what we do. We rock with the $1 trillion companies. We do cover other companies, but those are the main ones. All right, so NVIDIA, pre-market low 174, pre-market high 177. Apple, pre-market low 272, pre-market high 274. Google, pre-market low 305, pre-market high 309. Microsoft, pre-market low 472, pre-market high 475. Amazon, pre-market low 221, pre-market high 223. Meta, pre-market low 640, pre-market high 647. AVGO, pre-market low 335, pre-market high 340. Tesla, pre-market low 468, pre-market high 474. TSM, pre-market low 285, pre-market high 289. Berkshire.B, pre-market low 504, pre-market high 506. The VIX is at 1678, headed back towards $17. It did hit $17 yesterday. And the SPY, pre-market low 677, pre-market high 682. QQQ, pre-market low of 605 with a pre-market high of 611. All right, our charts are brought to you by TradingView. So this page has 8 different charts on it. That's our top 8 most valuable companies in the world. And next, let's check out some news. This is from 19 Keys on Twitter. He says, traditional education creates a worker society and is based on excelling at answering questions, while elite education builds leaders that focus on asking the right questions. That's deep. That's deep. Shout out to 19 Keys, man. If y'all not following 19 Keys, go ahead and follow him. He always got some good game. All right. Our next piece of news is coming from Zay. Y'all remember Zay, who we were introduced to by the Come Up series? He said he's interested in how they cook these books. And the books he's talking about is all of the numbers, all the data that came out this morning at 5:30. So I pulled up the data here. So it says that average hourly earnings month over month is down 0.2% to 0.1%. And the core retail sales month over month actually beat by 0.2% and came in at 0.4%. Non-farm payrolls, the forecast was 51,000, but it came in at 64,000, so that beat by 13,000. Retail sales month over month came in flat. It was expected to come in at 0.1. The unemployment rate came in at negative 4.6%. It was forecasted to be 4.5%. So the unemployment rate was higher than expected. And these numbers are based on when we had the government closure in October and November. So that's why Zay said interested to see how these books are cooked. So we don't even know if this is the real data. This is just what they gave us. So we're not going to spend too much time on it. I just wanted to show that. All right. Next piece of news here. I thought this was pretty dope. So if you look at the screen right here, this is a diagram made by Sankey that visualizes the AI infrastructure spending, tracking the monthly inflows from firms like Microsoft, Amazon, Google, escalating from $2 billion in early 2019, to projected $500 billion monthly by 2030. Investments near $1 trillion. I cannot say that word for some reason right now. I'll forget it. Man, if you want to see it, check it out on Stock Market News on Twitter. Evan. This was his post, and it says investments near $1 trillion by December 2025 match Gartner's $1.5 trillion global AI spending forecast for the year, focused on data centers and chips by hyperscalers, totaling $400 billion in 2025 capex. All right. I thought this was interesting. So even though Ian Dunlap goes by the moniker the Master Investor, you know, he's from Market Mondays and Earn Your Leisure, there is this other character here who came out with the Master Investor podcast. I know this guy is not from America. He's from somewhere in Europe. So I don't know if your name is trademarked. Is it limited to country or continent? I'm not sure. But this guy, he has a podcast called The Master Investor, and he had Dan Ives on there. So I'm going to play this clip.
To me, like, the whole reason we've been, like, pounding the table on Google is the view that Gemini was going to be special. And I think it's one, if you go back to earlier this year, the London cab drivers bearish in Google. But what they've shown is Gemini is real. It's a game changer. But I don't view it. Look, some of the parts you could argue it adds $56 a share to Google stock. I still believe OpenAI went public today. It's $1 trillion market because of the
legitimately.
And the reason is that It's not just about ChatGPT. It's about like the view that they're essentially going to build a full stack when it comes to AI. But I don't view it where Gemini comes to a huge, super negative for all men open AI. I view it as, for this revolution to take hold, you need mini models. You need models in China. Models are going to get cheaper and cheaper. The data continues to be, I think, where a lot of that success is going to be.
Invest in Google, y'all. Google's been doing phenomenal this year. I want to, before the market opens in 3 minutes, I just want to play this clip from Wall Street Trapper.
This season right here, I need you to drown out the noise. This season right here, I need you to move with precision. This season right here, I need you to be aligned. This season right here, I need you to be dedicated. This season right here, I don't need no compromise. This season right here, I need you to be selfish. This season right here, I don't want you to chase profit. I want you to chase principle. This season right here, I want you to work on the mechanics. This season right here, I want you to recalibrate the scale. This season right here, I want you to set up for 2026. This season right here is of vital importance to what we got going for 2026. This season.
Woo! Shout out Trap, man. Trap always got some motivational quotes for us, you know what I mean, correlated to the market. So let's get it, man. Salute Trap, man. Trapping Tuesday is today at 4 p.m. live on YouTube on the Wall Street Looks Like Us Now channel. So definitely go ahead and tune in. All right. Today's show is brought to you by my free stock market basics beginner flashcards for new investors. I'm going to put the link to these free flashcards into the chat. Give me 1 second here. I'm going to do that right now. All right. All right. It's in there. So if you want to link to let me show you how the flashcards work. And then you can decide after that. I'm going to just show you right quick because the market is about to open. So I just put the link to these free interactive flashcards that'll teach you the basics. If you're a beginner, these cards are great for you. So the first card is on the stock market basics Q&A. This gives you 10 questions here. What is the stock market? You hit flip and it'll give you the answer. Next question, what is a stock? Hit flip, it'll give you the answer. And then you go to stock market basics number 2 after you hit the drop down menu. What is a brokerage account? Hit flip, it'll give you the answer. How much money do you need to start investing? Hit flip, it'll give you the answer. We have a bunch of different decks here that'll give you information that you need to get started. And we also have the ABCs of investing. What is an asset? Hit flip, it'll give you the answer. What is a broker? Hit flip, it'll give you the answer. So if you're not watching live and you watch it later, I'm also going to put the link to the investing cards, the free investing flashcards, right into the comments. So get ready for that. All right, the market is open, y'all. Let's go. 6:30 market open. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right, NVIDIA 176 right now. Apple 273. Google 305. Microsoft 472. Amazon 222. Meta 646. AVGO 340. AVGO been getting clapped for the past few days. Let's see if it bounced back today. Tesla down $5 to 470. Tesla had a phenomenal day yesterday. TSM 286. Berkshire.B 507. The VIX is at 1679. SPY 680. QQQ 610. Let me go on a 1 minute chart so you can see how these things is moving. All right. Also, let's check out the Fear and Greed Index. Remember, yesterday it was at neutral. But let's see today. Oh, yeah, it's still at neutral. Before I refreshed it, it did head back into fear. So I guess throughout the day, it went from neutral to fear, and now it's back in neutral. All right. Let's see. Let's see if we got any more news. We sure do. Oh, yeah. So, speaking of Tesla, the Tesla pickup truck won the IIHS Top Safety Pick Award today for models built after April 2025 and the NHTSA 5-star overall safety rating from February 2025. This achievement stems from structural enhancements like a reinforced exoskeleton and advanced crash energy management, outperforming rivals such as the Rivian R1T, which received only IIHS Top Safety Pick without the Plus designation. This announcement underscores Tesla's focus on safety innovation in EVs, with early data showing Cybertruck's low injury risk in frontal and side crashes per IIHS tests. So we just got a notification here on TradingView. We got a notification from the algo on the weekly chart for TGT. Let's check it out. TGT is Target. Oh yeah, Target been getting smashed this whole year. So if you look at our down here in the bottom right hand corner, you see Target is down 27% on the year. So it looks like it bottomed out about a month and a half ago, because it's up 10% in the past 3 months. It's up 9% in the past month. So it may have bottomed out, y'all. Shout out to Pastor Jamal Bryant for getting together to boycott Target. And yeah, it definitely worked, because look at this chart here. Oh, we're gonna have to go to the monthly just to see. Ooh, this is not how you want your chart to look. This is not how you want your chart to look. This is terrible. Anybody who was invested, it was a long-term shareholder in Target, you are pissed off if you did not sell. So Target has not, the last time Target hit the all-time high was 268, was in November 2021. It's been in a downtrend ever since. And it's currently trading under $100. It's currently trading at $98.24. So yes, okay, it did get a notification on the weekly, but this is terrible. You know, look how much money you lost. Let's see how much we're down from the all-time high. We are down 63%, $171 on Target since the all-time high. So if you're a shareholder, you are pissed off. I'm glad I'm not a shareholder in Target. Man. Hopefully you sold a position if you had it. Alright, so let's check out the heat map and see where money is flowing into and where it's flowing out of. AVGO is up over 1% right now. NVIDIA, Apple, Google, Microsoft all down on the day. Google is down the most, over 1%. NVIDIA and Apple are both down over 0.5%. Amazon is barely red. Tesla is down 1.6%. Walmart is down almost 0.5%. Berkshire.B is a little over break even. So is Visa, Wells Fargo, and Morgan Stanley. Let's see. Anything moving? What is it? GE is up 2% on the day. ExxonMobil is down over 1%, along with Chevron. All the big energy stocks are all red right now. All right, let's check on the news. Actually, before we check on the news, let's look at all 8 charts together. All right. I can take the volume off this chart. All right, so if we just look at all these 8 charts together, oh, looks like the gap has been filled on Google. Let me make sure. Let me go to this chart. I think, yes, the gap has been filled, y'all. Google's gap to the downside has been filled. Because remember, it had gapped up from here on Friday, November 21st. It gapped up over the weekend. Well, now it has retraced, and now the gap has been filled. So we can go ahead and delete this gap on the chart. It was a very nice run up, though. Very nice run up. All right. So now let's go back to the chart with 8 tickers on it, and you can see NVIDIA's red, Apple's red, Google's candle is green, but overall is red on the day. Broadcom's candle looks nice. Meta's as well. All right, let's see if we have some more. Oh, for my crypto lovers, Invesco. Invest with Invesco. The fund that brings you QQQ, TQQQ, SQQQ, the biggest technology ETF on the market. I think it is. It's at least top 3. Anyway, Invesco has announced that they launched the Galaxy Solana ETF, a stake exchange traded product providing regulated exposure to Solana's spot price with built-in staking rewards. It just came out yesterday. And is currently backed by 17,500 Solana coins, and there's a 0.25% fee. They have a little video here. All right, so these dynamic visuals of speed and innovation promote Solana's blockchain advantages, transitioning to mandatory risk disclosures, highlighting high volatility in a non-diversified nature. This debut marks the first major spot ETF for an altcoin beyond Bitcoin and Ethereum, potentially accelerating institutional adoption of Solana by simplifying access to its high throughput network and yields amid cooling inflows to Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs. Yes, Ethereum and Bitcoin have been getting clapped lately. Let's actually check them out. Bitcoin is currently at 87,000 right now. It did hit a low of 85,000. And Ethereum is still under 3,000. Ethereum is at 2,934. Yesterday it hit a low of 2,800. Okay, so if you are a believer in crypto and you want exposure outside of Bitcoin and Ethereum, if you want to do it more safely through a fund who bought the coin so you don't have to worry about your crypto getting stolen, if you believe in Solana, you now can buy the Solana ETF. All right, let's check out some of our other tickers we like outside of the trillion-dollar companies. AMD is currently down almost 0.5% at 206. IBIT is up 1.5% at $49.42. BMNR is up 1.4% after yesterday they was down almost 12%. So they got demolished yesterday. So today they recovering a little bit. It's now 31.40. Palantir 182.26 is down 0.5%. Hood trying to recover from yesterday. Yesterday Hood broke the 25% off level. Yesterday's low was 114.11. It's currently up 2% at 117.50. Grab down a little bit at 501. And XLG down almost 0.5% at 58.54. All right, let's check out some more news. Yeah, I thought this was pretty dope. So, from Google, they have the Gemini agent that can now help tackle all sorts of tasks, even renting a car. Tell the Gemini agent your budget, and it'll get to work comparing prices, gathering info from your inbox, and booking a car. This is now available for Google AI Ultra users in the US on desktop and mobile. That's pretty dope. So, if you had trouble renting a car, or you just don't like going through the process, Google can do it for you. Shout out to Google, man. The AI takeover is here. Okay, another piece of news we have this is from Unusual Whales. Apple is developing its first server chip for AI, codename Baltra. Developed with Broadcom on TSM's 3nm process, targets inference workloads to cut NVIDIA dependency with a delayed 2027 debut, per recent reports. First detailed in 2024, the project gained traction in 2025 amid Apple's $1 billion annual deal with Google for cloud-based Gemini models, outsourcing training while building in-house capacity. Reflects hyperscaler trend. Amazon, Google, Tesla similarly crafting custom chips, potentially pressuring NVIDIA's 80% GPU dominance, though unproven inference performance poses risks for Apple's ecosystem control. Alright, so salute to Apple. They trying to not to depend on NVIDIA so much because they trying to make their own chips, keep that money in-house. Alright, let's check out the sectors. See how the sectors are doing for today? Everything is red. Every single sector is red. XLK is down almost 0.5%. XLY down almost 0.5%. Oh, let me give you the numbers, actually. XLK down almost 0.5% at 141.91. XLY down almost 0.5% at 121.36. XLC barely under break even at 116.40. XLF barely under break even at 54.96. XLV down 1% at 154. XLP down a little bit at 79.46. XLE down over 1.5% at 44.44. XLU down a little bit at 43.14. XLI down a little bit at 156.79. And XLRE down a little bit at 40.82. So it's looking like all the sectors are red. All the sectors are red. Let's refresh our heat map. Yes. All I see is red across the board with a few inklings of green like AVGO, Robinhood, Now. What is this? FIS, Dell. Wow, Dell's up nice. 2.69%. Dell's doing nice. All right. Some more Tesla news. Morgan Stanley forecasts Tesla deploying about 1,000 fully autonomous robotaxis in 2026, scaling to 1 million by 2035, potentially generating $50 billion in annual revenue based on recent Seeking Alpha analysis. This optimistic outlook contrasts with Tesla's current limited unsupervised FSD testing in Austin, where safety monitors are slated for removal soon, signaling regulatory hurdles ahead. Well, actually, yesterday they had the first fully autonomous vehicle in Austin. So let's not forget that. That's why Tesla ran up so much yesterday. All right, another piece of news was we ain't tripping on it. That was the data. Let's see if we got anything else. I think I had some more Instagram clips that was nice. Oh yeah, so this quarter zip wave. Shout out to the young brothers that are dressing better. They rocking the quarter zips. The only thing for me, well, let me just give you Rashad's take on it right quick.
For me personally, I'm happy. I'm happy for this trend. Because elevated appearance, we talked about this on Blackout last week as far as, look good, smell good. And I just feel like that, what they call Pooh Shiesty mask era, just got very weird and very dark for a while, where it was just kids wearing ski masks in summertime and wearing the Nike tag every single day, all black, blacked out, black forces.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be in a place where I can't see somebody's face.
So before this quarter zip wave, like, they had kids wearing ski masks in the summertime when it's hella hot, just as a style. Oh my God, what's wrong with these kids, man? What's wrong with these kids? Especially, like, depending on where you are in the country, it could be over 100 degrees. Was they still doing that? Like, that's ridiculous. Anyway, back to the good part of the news. There's a group of young black men who are bringing in the quarter zip wave. They drinking matcha tea, so they taking their health into consideration, and they rocking quarter zip clothing, so they more casual, business casual type of clothing. I love it, man. I love to see it, man, because you dress better, you feel better. So, only thing is, I wish they knew a black-owned quarter zip brand that they could buy from. Because with everybody hopping on this quarter zip wave, all they're doing is sending money to the non-black owned quarter zip companies. So that's the only thing that I feel like will make this movement even better, is if they were spending money with a black owned quarter zip company. But maybe somebody's working on that right now, and they can get to it. I had another clip from Trap. Check it out, y'all.
What's the theme that the market is rewarding? All you gotta do is stay into the theme. What are the 4 or 5 themes that the market is rewarding? And then who are the leaders? who are first place, who are second place. Stay away from the laggards. Focus on the leaders. Focus on the theme. You're going to make some money. Stop trying to find the hidden gem. Know how I found USAR? I said, oh, the market is rewarding precious metals. Cool. No problem. What I'm about to go look at? Precious metals. Let me go do the research. Let me go do the fundamentals so it can be a company I agree with. Let me go look at, I'm going to still do that. Let me look at the fundamentals. Now, let me look at what the chart said. Oh, this sucker up this. Oh, bet. What's the theme that the market is rewarding?
There it is, y'all. So when it comes to investing and trading, we're really trading because we invest with the best companies. But if you want to find a company to do an option on, we have to make sure that that theme is being rewarded by the market. That's how I messed up earlier this year. I tried to do an option on a company. They were being rewarded earlier in the year, but when they stopped being rewarded, oh man, they really stopped being rewarded, and that thing did not bounce at all. But that's part of the game, man. We got to learn this game, and we're gonna take losses, but we're gonna win more than we lose, and we're gonna make big bread. So if you're not ready to do options, just invest in the best companies in the world, and you'll be fine. The leaders of the industries. All right. So I think that's it for today. Let me run these prices one more time. $1 trillion companies. What we call it, the $1 trillion ticker show. Thank y'all for joining me. So the last prices before I head out. NVIDIA is since turned green. A little bit green today. Currently 176. Apple is still red. 273. Google has turned green at 308. Microsoft still red. 473. Amazon just turned green at 222.75. Meta is up 0.5% right now at 651. AVGO is up 0.5% at 341. Tesla is up 0.5% at 477.81. TSM is barely under break even at 287. Berkshire.B is down 0.5% now at 503. The VIX is at 1679. The SPY is still down a little bit at 680. And the Qs have turned green just a little bit at 611.12. All right. I'm going to end the show with a song. Let me find one right quick. So this song was before I bring the song up, actually, let me show y'all one more time these flashcards that I created that are for beginner investors. These are stock market basics, beginner interactive flashcards for new investors. And you can get these for free. All you have to do is go into my comments section. I have posted the link. And after I end this stream, I will post the link into the comments. So if you're not watching this live, you can just look in the comments and I will have the link there. It's also in yesterday's show comments. So if you want to check it out there. Yesterday was a great show as well. It was lit. It was definitely lit. All right, so these stock market basics, I have 2 Q&A decks here. So they're 10 questions each. So the first one, you just hit this drop down menu if you want to see all the decks that are currently available. I will be adding more. Okay, so this first question is, what is a stock market? You just hit flip and it'll give you the answer. And then you go to the next question. What is a stock? You hit flip, it'll give you the answer. Then you can go to Deck number 2. What is a brokerage account? Hit flip, it'll give you the answer. What does buying a stock actually mean? Hit flip, it'll give you the answer. And then I have these ABCs of investing. If you want to take it slow, I have 5 questions in these decks. It's A through E. So each letter gets a word. So A for asset, hit flip, it'll give you the definition. B for broker, hit flip, it'll give you the definition. Hit C for capital, hit flip, it'll give you the definition. If you just want to do like 5 words at a time, you can do that. So that's how I broke those down. If you don't want to be overwhelmed, or if you're ready to learn and you're ready to go all in on this deck of ABC investing terms, I have the full deck here of 26 cards. And if you think you know it, you might know it because of the order it's in. But if you hit shuffle, then it doesn't go in order, and then you can see if you really know it. So I just hit shuffle here, and it went to the letter X, which we're going to call expense ratio. So you just hit flip, and it'll give you the answer. All right, that's our investing cards, and definitely check that out. And if you feel like the cards are useful, send them to somebody who you think needs this information. Send them to somebody who also wants to learn how to invest, but they don't know where to start. All right, and let me find a song. Thank y'all for tuning in to the show. $1 trillion tickers. Let's see. Oh yeah, so today is Trapping Tuesdays. So I think I will play this song for one of my mentors, Wall Street Trapper. I made a song with Suno AI called Trapping Tuesday to the Bay. So all those instrumentals that were playing in the background during the show, those are my creations with Suno. Matt Rich's 510 AI Music. So Suno is one of the greatest AI music creation platforms. You can check it out. But here's the song, y'all. Trapping Tuesdays to the Bay.
Light up the screen, that candlestick flicker. Area hyphy, grinding to get richer. Bumping that E40 stocks climb quicker. Wall Street Trapper, mentor, no slicker. Bounces swing, cash flow zing. Beat deep in charts, diamond ring bling. Patreon pride, blueprint king. New Orleans OG, that knowledge bring. Trapping Tuesday, and games of play. Wall Street wizard, paved the way. Generation shift, future sway. Black nation rise, wealth relay. Squashing dreams with that hyphy beat. Oakland hustle, never accept defeat. Stock market genius, options elite. Condom arts, education meets. From Urban Street to Frisco's Bay. Guidance divine, dollar spray. Trapper code, no delay. Legacy secure, pave the way. Enter the masses, cash in hand. Charts and graph, financial plan. Crypto, the blue chips, gold dust span. Trapper's advice, always on brand. Trapping Tuesday, the games in play. Wall Street wizard, pave the way. Generation shift, future sway. Black nation rise, wealth relay. From the line to the shine, our journey clear. Trapping Tuesday, overcoming fear. Wall Street strategies, mastering the art. Generation shifting with every smart start. Black nation thriving, in unity we stand. Wealth relay strong, building our brand. Future's bright, in the light we play. Wall Street Trapper, showing the way. Trapping Tuesday, the games in play. Wall Street wizard, paved the way. Generation shift, future sway. Black nation rise, wealth relay. From the clock to the stocks, changing the game. Wall Street hustle, fortune no fame. Trapping Tuesday, making our mark. Generations rise, igniting the spark. Black nation strong, wealth in our hands. Building legacies, taking a stand. Financial freedom in our grasp. Trapper hotline, where questions asked. Trapping Tuesday, the games in play. Wall Street wizard, paved the way. Generation shift, future sway.
That's it, y'all. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings.